Welcome back, Tribe. Have one here from Men Only. Single, unmarried women learn the hard way as more and more men are going their own way.
I will never in my life take relationships serious again. And I promise you on my soul, this don't have nothing to do with being hurt.
The worst part about being like a chronically single person is that every single time I talk to anyone about why I'm single, like why I've been single for so long, why I can't seem to find a guy who wants to date me, I always get like the same answers. First one is that like, oh, men probably don't approach you to begin with. And that's usually from girls who say that, which like, that's just not true. Like men approach me all the time. Sorry, not to sound cocky, but I'm going to sound cocky. Second one is that I'm intimidating, which like could also be true because I do stand around like this. Like I don't look very nice sometimes, but I am nice.
It's your tattoos. They're shit. You got ugly tats on your arms. Basically says you're not good for a long-term prospect. You make short-term, in the feels decisions that are going to last with you a lifetime unless you get them removed. So
sometimes, not all the time. And then the other one is that like men don't like women with strong personalities, which is just not true because I see women with strong personalities dating men all the time. So that's just bullshit. But the thing is it's never a problem of men approaching me. It's always a problem of men staying with me. Like once they like have me, they like don't want me anymore. It's like I'm just like on a checklist. They're like, let me just mark that one off. It's
not that you're on a checklist, that you're superficial. Apart from being like blonde, blue-eyed, whatever, you're covered in tattoos. Your personality is shit. Your voice is annoying. You probably have nothing to really talk about with the guy. All you consume is probably social media and the degenerate shit that's on TV, full of drama, hyper-consumerism, and, everything that we always list that's going on in the modern world. So it seems like you're beautiful enough to get approached, yet somehow when they get to know you on a deeper level, all of them are scared off. Ask yourself, what is it about your personality? What is it that you're sharing about childhood, family life? What is it about what you find important? And when the guy says, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Are you going in that direction in your life? Or are you in your party girl phase and just got a ton of dudes that you're talking to? You get treated exactly like you portray yourself to be.
It's like, be like, oh, I got that one. Throw her out now. We don't need her anymore. And I'm like, what about me is like, maybe it's because I'm a bitch.
So the problem that men are having with women is that there are women who are 6s and they're trying to land men who are 10s. And so you have this huge population of women going for this teeny, tiny, tiny population of men. So what I would recommend to women is to really get real about your level, right? Like don't lower your standards. Just get real about where you measure up. So if you can look in the mirror and be like, okay, you know what? I'm a solid 6, maybe 7, right? So then find other 6s and 7s. There are so many, right? The problem is people are cutting off their odds of meeting people because they're trying to date in this tiny, tiny window of people who aren't really for you. They're just not for you. And then you end up hurt. You end up pining over these people that look like celebrities and they don't really treat you well because they don't have to work for anything.
Everybody thinks they deserve a 10 and they look like cave trolls and they need their Prince Charming. That's going to bail them out with $1 million lifestyle, $1 billion lifestyle. We got private islands, not private jets. We got entire islands. We're able to lounge around and he has to be an alpha simp. So he has to be groveling at her feet, but also be a high powered alpha lawyer or businessman or some guy ruling the world, but also complete simp who doesn't say no to me and spoils me. It's like where even Disney is not that delusional that they're getting this. It has to be social media. It has to be the accounts they follow. The people that are like chronically single and can't land a man, they're giving out dating advice. And these people, women of these ages, are just taking that information in mass. It's like crabs in a bucket. They're all like nodding their heads. Yeah. Billionaire, 6-pack abs, 6'8", all this crazy shit. And they look like Shreks. They look like Fiona, basically. It's wild. And it's getting worse. And they think they're entitled to that. Like anything less is an affront to the air that they're breathing. It's insane.
I will never in my life take relationships serious again. And I promise you on my soul, this don't have nothing to do with being hurt. I want y'all to see what type of ignorance we really up against.
Women don't pick the wrong men. Men just literally be faking their whole personality. I actually broke my no contact with the guy that I said I'm trying to, let go of.
This is why I tell guys you need to self-improve. The problem is the women you're forced to date shows the level of which you're at right now. So if you got these low IQ clowns with no self-awareness, they look in the mirror and can't recognize themselves because all the clown makeup anyways, but the IQ is too low for self-recognition. It's a sign that you're not high quality enough to be pulling in women that aren't at this low of a level. You guys are playing on a handicap mode, so I say get your passport, go overseas, find you truly traditionally fit, feminine, friendly, beautiful women. Stop dealing with this degeneracy. These people have no single original thought in their heads. It's all injected from social media and TikTok brain and all the other degenerate apps that they're constantly using day in and day out. They don't even have a second to think for themselves. It's the herd mentality. Whatever's trending on social media, whatever's going on in the pop culture is essentially where they take their personality and their cues from of how to behave and act. It's ridiculous.
Shit, I'm just really trying to holler at you for real, for real.
Holler at me for what?
You said what?
Holler at me for what?
I mean, you pretty. You
Oh,
got a nice smile.
oh.
Oh, I love your personality.
He's so nice and he's the guy that I should want. But it's like, I need a little bit of like you're going to send me to the psych ward, and it's just not giving that. Why can I never be the girl they just do it for? I'm always that of a girl. So not.
What the hell? Look at this POV after a long day of pretending to love a man with pure intentions. Look at all the comment responses. You guys can read them yourself. Jesus. They're all laughing. Uh-huh.
You see, not only have I lived a life that proved that these women don't want men with good intentions, but they will get on here and tell us the shit that they won't tell us when we're in a relationship with them. If you ask me, this shit is a waste of time. These same women who saying good men don't exist prove that they think good men are born. They will cheat on you and waste your life. They act like they so miserable with men who got good intentions. You will never know what you getting yourself into, because even though you serious as a grown man, these are a bunch of little ass kids out here, and I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. Subscribe to my YouTube, Planet Reality.
Where can I find a man that doesn't smoke? Where can I find a man that has a really nice job, that earns enough money or even has their own business? Where can I find a man that just wants one woman? Where can I find a man that is loyal, loving, affectionate?
Nothing about what she offers the man. See, men will come knocking when you say what you can offer up a man. What would you do for this guy? Can you cook? Can you clean? Do you want multiple kids? Would you like to be a stay-at-home wife for this man that owns his own business and it's, attractive and well put together because other women are angling for him? Now there's a line of women that he's sifting through. And how do you stand out as a candidate? You see, women are used to having it the other way around where they get to pick and choose because it's mostly average men vying for their attention who have to work extra hard to even get a little bit of it. And so women are just going next, nope, next, nope, don't like the green shirt, next, job's okay, a little better than average, okay, you get to stay, you next, smiles off, next, laughs weird, next, right? And then they come across the man that is high value. He's the top 1%er. And that guy has her role now. And that guy's sitting back in the chair just like this. And he's going, next, dopey blonde next. She's got, what is that on her nose? Next, lipstick garbage next. She's got a cross. Is she even really religious? Is she? No, haven't been to church in a long, next. Yeah, sure, I'll pump and dump you. Okay, cool story. And the guys at the top 1% are just sifting through the same way women sift through average men. They don't understand that the roles have reversed. And now they're the ones thinking that they're still the prize when you're chasing after a man that literally every other woman wants. But they will never qualify themselves because they think they're better than. It just doesn't work that way. That's why you will be perpetually single. That's why all women do the wrong thing when they're chasing the top percentile man. Because if they knew what they were doing, if they knew what those men were looking for, it's not hard to lock that kind of man down. It's just he is emboldened to play the field when there's so many bozos like her spreading her clam wide open without offering anything of substance in return. And she's one of hundreds. It's too easy. Women will never win this game.
Humble, doesn't cheat, is honest, doesn't boast. Where are you at? Because I don't get it. It's like I'm literally the full package. I know that I am.
You see?
But where are they hiding?
How are you the full package? I'm not going to get mean, but I don't even have to go there and start judging physical looks. Boys, please, come on. Ladies, get real. You're being delusional.
Just too intimidating. I don't know. You tell me.
There are billions of pretty women. Less than 1% of the population is 6'4". You can pick up the bill. The idea that men think like it's such an insult for a woman to pay the bill. No, we just won't go out with you. Like you will just be alone then because your company is not enjoyable. You have nothing to offer. Your conversation isn't stimulating and you're unattractive and you're not 6'4". So what exactly is the incentive to spend time with you? I know that sounds really surface level, but if I can be around the people in my life that give me pleasure and give me joy, and a man can't stand up against that, cannot offer me more than that, then he's literally useless. And I think that's why men get really upset because instead of improving themselves to be better, to be more interesting, to be more outgoing, to be smarter, more intellectual, they literally just give up and go, then be alone. It's like, okay, gladly. Pick up the bill as if most women aren't already paying their own bills. Like, you men are not generous people, and we can smell it from a mile away. Who wants to be with someone who's ugly and ungenerous?
Am I alone in this, or do any other women in their 30s or maybe even, like, regardless of age range, want the kind of relationship with a man that a woman in her 50s or 60s wants with a man, like after they've had to live with a man for decades, where she's like, I don't want to live with him. He stays in his place. I stay in my place. We go over to each other's houses for dinner and to watch a movie and like have an adult cuddle. We go out for dinner maybe once a week. We pay for everything 50-50. We do our own laundry. We have our own...
Friends with benefits. Told you. Situationships. They don't want a title on something. But somehow they still want you exclusively to themselves. But you're all living separate lives and you only come over to have sex and that's it. Okay, dude. Wow. Dating in the West.
We go on holiday together sometimes, but sometimes I go on holiday by myself. Can we normalize having that kind of relationship in your 30s? That's all.
Buy a cat, die alone. You're pathetic. I can't believe you're even willing to spout that off on air to everybody, millions of people. Just know that she admitted that she would take the bare minimum from a guy, almost no commitment. All she really wants is to get piped by a devil's meat stick, and that's it. She's good. Cool story. So the guy, if she ever even meets a decent man and he's thinking about her long term, flip on this video and see what your woman is willing to offer another man, which is everything for nothing. Insane. Red flags, tattoos, face piercings, unnatural hair color, boss attitude, the 4 6s requirements, on the prize, delusion, high maintenance, many more. Man can't take the risk of a relationship in the current environment. Body positivity and simps destroyed the dating market. That's as if all makeup disappeared overnight, everyone would finally see that very few women are actually 10s or even 9s or 8s. Yeah, they live chronically online with all their beauty filters and angles, and they start believing actually that they look like their pictures. I'm the full package while buried under makeup, fake eyelashes, and whining on toxic social media for validation. More like an empty package. If you're the full package, you would have a natural look and not need other people's approval to tell you who you are. Yet another entitled generation woman. Give me, give me, give me. Men want to know what you're going to do to reciprocate. They don't know what reciprocating means, my friend. To give back to him, to earn him giving to you. Yeah, right. You're talking crazy talk right there. You can try to deflect all you want, but you are the one that is single and will continue to be until you get over yourself and your selfish attitude and learn to give to others. No. They live in the take world. It's all short-term gains at the expense of their long-term happiness. And they will wake up one day collecting cats, drinking cheap box wine, crying watching soaps on TV, wishing it wasn't this way, and seething at the fact that they can't go back in time and no one will bail them out of their mistake. Welcome to modern dating for women. See you guys on the next one. Make sure, if you haven't, subscribe on the second channel. Links are all in the description below. Appreciate all the guys doing private consultations and joining us on the private community for the calls. We have them 4 times a week if you haven't already. Sign up. It's pretty cool to meet up and talk with you guys. And take care, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. See you next time.